You're listening to Behind the Bulldogs, brought to you by Ferris State Athletics.
Off the left side, to the end zone! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
If I'm even having like a bad day on the course or something, I just look down at it and just feel like thankful that I'm able to be out there.
Making sure that we're like where our feet are and we're not thinking about outside distractions.
Welcome into another edition of Behind the Bulldogs, episode 13, question mark?
Don't look at me. I don't know.
I don't know either. So it's on the screen, so you guys know. But it's another episode of Behind the Bulldogs. Thank you all for joining us here. We're dipping into another pond here at Ferris State University. We're taking a little bit of the off the ice, just a smidge, just a snippet, talking about some hockey today. Gavin Best, Tyler Schleppe joining the show. We don't get a chance to get hockey. I know you guys have a week off, so we figured, we'll steal them from across the hall while we have the chance to do so.
For sure. Yeah, no off the ice episode this week, but honestly, doesn't even matter because we kind of had one, kind of not, but very similar. But we have two guests on, so lucky you guys.
Yeah, hockey fans, we got you at the end of the day. But we're not just talking hockey today. We are talking football. We are talking volleyball. We're talking men's and women's basketball and more. We'll go through the Ferris State recap. We'll get to the interview and then what's upcoming over the next couple of weeks, especially past Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving for all of those that are tuning in here this week. And we hope that you indulge in lots of turkey as well as other great other side dishes. But it's going to be a great weekend. Before we get started, big thanks to Dazos Digital. Target your target audience with the experts at DazosDigital.com. We'll start with hockey in nature as they are the prominent sport in this episode. A 2-1 loss, a tough 2-1 loss to Lake State on Friday, but they bounced back in dramatic fashion. An overtime winner, 4-3 there on Saturday. Very exciting win over the Lakers, and you'll get to hear from the guys themselves talking about it a little bit. A little punch in the gut on Friday night, losing that one in regulation. But if you're going to win any game with the momentum going into the next week, obviously it's a bye for them. But take the Saturday game, take that momentum into the next match or next game, I should say, not match. Yeah, and I think what's nice about how most of like the sports teams here work is that you get to just turn around and focus on the game the very next day after a loss. And they talked about it a little bit here, but they got to work on some things that they wish they would have done the night before. So I was just glad to see them do that. Absolutely. And shout out Xavier Jean-Louis. He was the one that scored the game winner, but it was the pass from Gavin Best that created that play. So he's in the seat. Not necessarily saying that, if you make plays, you get in the seat, but if you make plays, you get in the seat. That's kind of how it rolls. So, but a great overall result from them winning on Saturday. Football also, speaking of great results, dominance against Northwood. And I think it was really an intriguing first round matchup. It's a 1-8 on the bracket, so the Bulldogs are going to be favored. But they executed offensively just with efficiency, play after play after play. And the defense even scored too with a pick six from Jalen Jones. Yeah, I mean, that's awesome. They just can't be stopped. And I think they had a couple bumps along the road. We're still able to win, but to see them just play fluently this weekend, that was cool to see. Yeah, it's incredible the fact that we have so many different players that are getting in, whether it's at quarterback, whether it's offensive tackle, whether it's at corner, whether it's at linebacker. Everyone's ready and making plays. Yeah. Constantly. It's like nameless, faceless, whatever in the depth chart, they're making plays. Yeah, and I think that's the best part about being on a team sport too, is you can't expect one person to have the game of their life every game, but if the people around you can pick up when you're lacking in areas, that's just the best part of it all. So I'm just glad to see them do that. Yeah, they will be playing Ashland this week. Very, very big matchup indeed. We'll talk about that later on in the episode. Volleyball. Overall, fantastic tournament. I know you guys, unfortunately, falling to Wayne State, a really good Wayne State team in the final. Yeah. Hurts a little bit, but I mean, the absolute thriller, first of all, reverse sweep over Grand Valley. You can insert the phrase at home. In the semis was huge. Obviously, I know you guys wanted the Wayne State match, but I think just the fact that you guys battled back to get to that point was beyond impressive on that Saturday match. Oh, for sure. I think GV was a little bit of a hurdle to get over too. I think first time we played them, it was just kind of up in the air. Second time, I think we definitely had a lot of things that we regretted from that game. And obviously the game didn't start the way we wanted this time around, but to be able to reverse sweep a team is very hard to do. And I think it takes a lot of teamwork. It takes a lot of grit. It's a huge mental aspect of the game. So we were so excited, rightfully so. And it was just a close game. And that's why we play the sport, is to win the really close games in postseason. That's what we train for. So it was great for us to come out on top there. And then as for the Wayne State game, I mean, they wanted it bad. I think this is the first time they've won conference in the tournament in I think ever.
I want to say like 40 years. So
it's like ever, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it sucks, but I'm happy for them at the end of the day, and I can appreciate a good team when I see it. And, sometimes things got to happen in certain ways to make you and your team click and work harder and find the areas you need to improve in. And so going into regionals, not to jump ahead because we'll talk about that at the end of the show, but going into regionals, I think it was a good mindset shift for us, and who would have knows how we would be now if we hadn't have lost that game.
You might meet again.
Yeah,
there's a chance.
Maybe.
There's a chance. You never know. But I think you're right. Sometimes you do have to tip your cap. They played outstanding on Sunday, and so it's not over for you guys too. We'll talk about that later on in the episode. Women's basketball 2-0 on the week. Overtime, dramatic win against Northwood. I think I actually rewatched some of the highlights of that game. Unbelievable finish to that game. And then also the win against Illinois Springfield by 9. Just this team's rolling, right? And we're seeing it, the depth, the talent, the experience. It's all just molding together for Coach Westendorp in a big way. And Kaden Blanchard is back on the floor balling. It's good to see her back on the floor.
Yeah, and they're not totally like just destroying these teams. They're winning the close games, and I think that shows how good our women's basketball team is, because anyone can go and dominate a team, but when you're like winning the 2-point games, 3-point games, like that really shows the strength of your team. So I'm just really excited for the rest of their season.
Absolutely. We'll talk about their matchup on Wednesday in just a moment with men's basketball, who will also be in action. They will be coming off of a tough loss against a really good Findlay team. And this team needs time, like we'd mentioned, right? Don't jump the ship just yet. Coach Fod's going to get them on the track. And they got some winnable games upcoming. And I think this is a pivotal moment. You kind of got punched in the mouth early in the season. It happens, but your next punch is the most important punch, right? The next play is the important play. The next game is the best game, right? That's going to be their mentality this week. A couple of very winnable games upcoming for them to get their confidence and get their momentum rolling into the end of the year.
I mean, for sure. And that's part of the game, even if the results aren't looking exactly how you want them to. I mean, that's part of the game, and that's what they signed up for. And I think they're learning lessons within each game. And I think they have a really positive mindset. So I'm confident they can turn it around.
Absolutely. And I do have to give a quick shout out as well before we get to our interview with our hockey guys. Fellow hockey teammate to these guys themselves, Chris Lee, Defenseman of the Week in CCHA. Congratulations to Chris on a great performance this last weekend. So without further ado, we have Gavin Best and Tyler Schleppe from Ferris State Hockey. Now joining us here on the episode, two very special guys stealing a little bit on the other half of your podcast, Life and Off the Ice. Ferris State hockey players joining us, Gavin Best and Tyler Schleppe joining the show. Guys, thanks for hopping on.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Absolutely. I know it's a very exciting weekend. It's an off weekend. It's Thanksgiving. I know that's very exciting, but talk about that Saturday overtime win against Lake State. Very, very exciting game with an exciting finish there. X-Man finishes it.
Yeah, I think it's always good to get a win going into a break. And so I think that was super important, and it was big points for our team in the standings as well. So,
yeah, kind of like Gavin said, you always want to go into a break feeling good, kind of with a positive mindset. So unfortunately, we didn't get all 3 points there, but it was really nice to get 2 and get that win in overtime. And it was pretty exciting to see X celebrate like that in overtime. So
for sure,
it was awesome.
Yeah, and I got the chance to watch you guys play one of the nights, because I feel like I usually don't, because I have my season going on as well, and you guys were very close to night 1. What's your mindset going into the second time playing them?
Yeah, it was tough. We felt like we could have got more out of our first night. So it was tough to lose that one, but I think we learned a lot from that first game. And I mean, we knew they were very, very beatable. And we didn't play. I don't think either team played their best hockey the first night. So yeah, the mindset was just come in and try and be looser. Obviously, we've been struggling a little bit here, but just try to come in, have fun. We knew that we could, if we played the right way, we'd come out on top. So.
Yeah, I mean, take it for what it is. At the end of the day, like, it sucks to lose, especially when you're at home in front of home crowd and fans, but kind of just makes you a little hungrier to want to win that second game, because if a team comes in and takes 2 games, that hurts a lot more. Mm-hmm. So I guess that was kind of our just mentality, like, how are we going to respond to the loss, and what are we going to bring the following day and come up with points that day. So
for sure. And both of you guys were with us last year with a great season, and now kind of coaching change, team change. What's kind of the way that you would describe, talking to some of the fans, or I'm sure you guys have talked to your family about the prep. What's the difference of this year's team compared to last year's roster?
I don't know. It's a good question. I think we're a little bit more experienced this year. There's obviously some transfers and stuff last year, but I think even more so this year, a lot of older guys that have been through the ups and downs of college hockey. So I think there's a different maturity, I guess, to our group this year. So that's one thing I've noticed.
Yeah. Kind of like Gavin said, we have 13 transfers, I believe. Second oldest team in college hockey. So what comes with that is experience, a lot of games played, a lot of ups, a lot of downs. So yeah, just bringing that experience and just trying to find a way to get our team on the right track. And obviously with a coaching change, Bob was here for a lot of years and had a lot of good years with Ferris. And Brett, on the other hand, freshly newer coach, he's done extremely well everywhere he's went. So, I mean, a lot of excitement behind our team and kind of just a lot of passion right now.
Yeah, I feel like your guys' team right now is just like a melting pot of all these different people from all these different places. And it's a little bit of merging two different teams together at once. What's just like your favorite part about being a part of like a big team like that, but the one that's also like growing together, working towards a common goal?
Yeah, I think the transfer portal and stuff has changed a lot of things in the hockey world, but it's also cool. Like, it's super small world. You know, a lot of these guys, if you don't know them, I didn't know any of them personally, but you always know someone who knows someone.
Sure,
for sure.
So it's pretty easy for guys to connect and get to know each other. And I mean, personally, I feel like after about a week, it's like,
Yeah, let's go.
just the boys on the team again. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we all live super close to each other. We all live at Oakwood, pretty much in that collective block we have there, the 900 block. Yeah, I mean, we have a really great group of guys. I've known some of these guys coming in. Riley Wallach, Max Dukovac, I played with when I was younger back in juniors. Josh Zari, I've played against. So kind of like Gavin said, hockey's a pretty small world, especially as you move up in age. So just knowing some of these guys and getting to know all these new guys, it's pretty fun, pretty exciting.
I think every single week and off the ice, with or without me bringing it up or asking, someone's always talking about how you guys live right next to each other at Oakwood. And it seems like that's something that you guys really love. So for the people on this show that don't know, can you guys talk about what you do in your free time and what you guys like to do together?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of different stuff. So like Schleppe said, we all live right next to each other. So it just makes it fun. Like day to day, you can, you know, pop into someone's house, see what's going on. If you need to borrow something, just whatever it is, I think it just makes for a unique experience. I mean, I don't know any other team personally that I've heard about or from my experience that has so many guys living so close. So yeah, I think it's definitely a unique aspect and is something I think can be an asset to our team. But I don't know if you want to comment.
Yeah. My third year in Oakwood. It's pretty cool. I think this is the first year that I've been there where the whole 900 block is filled strictly with our team, which is something that's super nice to have. I'll give you an example. I mean, for last night, we did a little bit of a team building activity where each house made a meal together. So we made a meal for 4 guys. And then we brought it into one house and we did a draft. And then each house got to pick another house's food to eat. So all the boys really showed out and made some really good meals. So that was really fun to do.
Could you share what those meals were and maybe like rank them?
Yeah. I think, so my house made a skirt steak with cacio e pepe pasta and Brussels sprouts.
My house made a rack of ribs, a guy, and then did garlic, potatoes, and asparagus. And then our European roommate, Wade, Valtteri Pyronen. He made crepes, homemade. So
wow,
that's good.
So it was pretty unreal.
We got to eat their meal. I think that was like the 4th pick, but they had a good meal. And they had dessert with theirs too. That was the only meal with dessert. So it was good. But yeah, 7 houses cooking for 4 guys. And then, we had made a little fun out of it, a little draft. And so somebody had to be last, but
we got last pick, unfortunately. I mean, the meal that we ended up with was pretty good. It was shrimp Alfredo pasta. We were happy. I mean, obviously being last pick sucks. You don't get a choice of what you get. But we were happy with what we got. So
could be ramen noodles. I mean,
True.
Could be worse. So
it could be a lot worse.
The boys did good.
Absolutely.
They went all out.
I know you guys spend a lot of time together. I know hobbies. You guys have quite a few. Now, I do have to go back. Brian Morse, last guy on the show, he mentioned that Gavin Best might be one of the best golfers on the team. Gavin, can you confirm or would you like to deny those allegations?
No, I'd like to confirm them.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Do you guys like to go out and play khaki every time you can in the summer?
Yeah. Play as much as we can. Definitely in August, played a decent amount. Not as much as some of the other guys, actually, but try to get out as much as I can. I thought about going out on Sunday, but...
Did you now?
Yeah, but
Too
I
cold?
didn't. Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'll back up Bessie's claim. I mean, personally, I'm not the best golfer. I just play for fun. More of a glue guy, just try and have a good time out there. But
you're the vibe guy. You're the vibe guy.
Yeah. And
Someone's got to bring the good vibes.
exactly.
Yeah.
The good vibes until my game just goes off the rails completely. But
It's okay.
no, Bestie he's definitely probably the best on our team. What'd you shoot? 4 under last year? Something like that?
Did you say under?
Yeah, earlier this year I was playing with a few guys. I shot 4 under at khaki. So that was pretty good. There's other good guys on the team though. I don't want to. There's some good players. Luke Lisco is a good player.
I heard that name thrown around. Yep.
Yeah, he's a good player. But yeah, I think I'm up there for sure.
Okay, fair enough.
What other sports did you guys play growing up?
I played a little bit of everything. I played obviously golf was more of a hobby until I got to high school. And then I played it like on the high school team. Hockey, obviously, baseball for a long time, and then soccer and a little bit of football when I was younger. But yeah, that's it for me.
Okay.
Yeah, growing up, it was hockey was obviously the big one. And then baseball was probably my second favorite sport. But obviously gets to a point where you kind of got to give it up. But
Sure.
in high school, played basketball a little bit and then played rugby for a year. So that was something that was really fun.
Cool.
Yeah, still love playing basketball in the summers with some friends. So
Is rugby like big where you're from?
bigger than football is
Yeah.
basically.
Really?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I'm Canadian, so there's
Yeah.
pretty much no football where I'm from. Like no schools have football at all.
Is that like, do they have high school teams for
yeah,
rugby?
yeah, yeah. It's pretty
Interesting.
fun.
Yeah. So rugby is like the high school. Is it the high school sport?
Yeah.
Or is more hockey now? Which one's bigger?
We don't like hockey is not really that big. Like high school sports in Canada, or at least where I'm from, is not a big deal at all.
Hmm.
Kind of like it is here. It's more just a hobby, like something you do for fun. There's obviously teams and competition, but no one's really coming to watch too much. Like there's nothing like state championships or nothing of that manner. So
Interesting.
yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Random question, food related. You guys brought it up. Now I'm hungry. Go-to gas station snack and drink and why?
Or
Let's
even like
see.
road trip snack, because sometimes
That's also a
sometimes
good
when
one.
we're on the road, we'll like, if it's a long drive, we'll stop. I'll like see some of my teammates at the gas station, like
Yeah.
keeping their snacks just for their seat. So.
Yeah.
I can
there's-
go.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
My go-tos are probably Reese's Pieces
Mhm.
and ranch corn nuts.
Ranch.
Interesting.
corn nuts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're kind of like chips, but I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
You have a bag of chips and you eat it all in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Corn
Yeah.
nuts, I mean, I buy a bag and it kind of lasts me a few days.
That's
Yeah.
nice to try that.
And then in terms of drinks, probably nothing because we just have a lot of Gatorade around us all the time. So
Fair.
yeah,
That is fair.
What about like soda or nothing? Like if
I'm
you
not a-
had to get something?
if I had to
Soda?
get something, honestly, probably kind of a weird take, but aloe water.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not a big pop guy. So
sounds
if
fair
I,
enough.
if I had a choice,
Fair
yeah.
enough.
Interesting. I would say I think it's like, I don't know if it's Snyder's or what, but they're like pretzel
Yeah,
like pieces.
Snyder's.
They're
Yeah.
like pieces though. They're not regular pretzels. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Yep.
I think that's what yeah. And then for candy wise, I'd probably go with, I like the watermelon Sour Patch Kids.
Those ones are
Right on.
That's my favorite. And then I would get a Dr. Pepper to drink for a soda.
Nice.
if I
You
could
got to
choose.
get your own snacks and hide them in your seat
Yeah,
sometimes.
you do.
'Cause it's nice getting food provided, but there's obviously things that you prefer. So,
Mhm.
For sure.
what do you guys like to do on the long bus trips to make the time go by? Play any games?
I guess we play Uno a bit, like the text message Uno.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
never done that.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. We'll get 8 guys. We'll just throw it in the group chat. We'll get 8 guys. All these guys are making different names, so you never really know who's who.
That's what we do.
Going under aliases now, yeah.
That's what we do usually when we play like phone games too.
Yeah, that's pretty fun. Or I guess sleep, homework, the classics. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we actually haven't really got cards or anything going this year. I know we did a little bit last year, so we should probably get that going again. But yeah, for me, I don't know. I kind of just like to watch a show or some YouTube. Yeah, just chill.
We find like a box and use it as a table. We'll do like euchre tournaments. So that could be something you guys could try. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Only if you guys want to be like friends after, because we get into some fights and then we're like, no.
Absolutely. Really quick here, I'll get you 2 last questions, then we'll get you out of here. The first one, hockey related. What is the thing about your position specifically that you love the most? I know both of you guys are forwards, you guys are trying to score, but what is it specifically about your position that you like the most and why you gradually went towards that going to the college level?
That's an interesting question. I don't know. I've kind of been a left winger for as long as I can remember. Obviously, as a kid, I probably wanted to be a forward because I wanted to be offensive and score goals, right?
Of course, who doesn't?
And so, yeah, I kind of just have stuck with that. Pretty much played the same position my entire life. So a little bit of center, but mostly on the wing.
Yeah, I've probably played a pretty even amount of both center and right wing. Both positions have pros and cons. I mean, I think the way I see it, winger has more of an impact offensively, more freedom in terms of that area, not relied on as heavily in the defensive zone.
Yeah.
So I guess that would be one thing. And then in terms of the thing I enjoy about center is just kind of the overall impact you have on the play. You're kind of all over the place in the defensive zone. You're relied upon to win battles in the corners. So kind of just having an impact all over the ice is something that I really enjoy.
Absolutely. Well, fellas, thank you so much for joining us here on the show. Last question, though, before you go, we ask everybody on the show, what's your favorite thing about being here at Ferris State and being a Bulldog?
My favorite thing has just been the community, but more so like just the tight-knit team aspect that we have, like just an example of living all together. That's something, like I said before, that I haven't seen before, and I think creates a really unique experience and tight team. So that's been my favorite thing. And then also, yeah, there's just a good community of alumni and Blue Line Club members, ambassador families that I think make it really, really unique.
Rock on.
Yeah, I guess the community and the support we receive as well is awesome. So many people, so many resources that we have access to. And I guess there's a legacy that Ferris has, especially in terms of the hockey program, the amount of great players that have come out of here. Great coaches that have moved on to coach the next level and in the NHL and the top level. So just a lot of history and a lot of support that we receive. It's pretty cool. So
Absolutely. Well, fellas, thank you so much for joining us here on the show. Enjoy your Thanksgiving break, and we'll see you on the road next week at Mankato.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, you too.
Big thanks to Tyler and Gavin for joining us here on the show. I will certainly be out on the links, and I'm going to be asking Gavin how to pretty much improve my short game because it stinks. So maybe I can shoot as good as him.
Yeah, I mean, he seems like a really, really, like it's more than, I think it's a hobby for all of them, but I think it's a little bit more than a hobby for him. But
Absolutely, yeah.
I think he can teach everyone some tricks.
Yeah, and Schleppe needs to be in my scramble group to be the vibes guy because we're missing us vibes guy, so I might need to call him.
I mean, I think we could take some tips on them from cooking too.
Maybe.
Because it seems like the whole team knows how to cook.
Yeah, the crepes especially. Come on, crepes.
Yeah.
You're kidding me. Anyway, let's get you your Ferris State Sports Slate before you go. Wednesday, for those that are in town, November 26th, 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock for women's and men's basketball. Women's will be playing Hillsdale. Should be a very, very competitive game. And then Kuiper against the men's team. That'll be at 3 o'clock. So come on out to Jim Wink Arena and enjoy some basketball before the holidays begin. Saturday, football at home in the second round of the NCAA Division II playoffs. It's a familiar foe, the Ashland Eagles in town. 1 o'clock kick from Top Taggart. As well as stick around later in the night, 7 p.m., we got men's basketball against Michigan Dearborn. So come and watch some football and stay for some basketball on Saturday.
Yeah, if you're in town, definitely go and support the boys. I think they would appreciate it.
Absolutely. And then there won't be pretty much anything else until Thursday, December 4th, which we'll cover on the next episode. And you guys will be in action against Quincy, as you dubbed the 3 seed.
Yes.
And you will be playing the 6 seed Quincy in St. Louis. So good luck.
Yes, we are still dancing. It is postseason time, the time we've been waiting for. So can't wait.
Absolutely. And then women's and men's basketball will be in Hammond, Indiana against Purdue Northwest to start their conference slate in the GLIAC as well. And also, before we sign off, make sure if you are interested in the GLI, the GLI? Did I just say the GLIAC?
Yeah.
What is wrong with me?
You started to say GLIAC.
I started to say GLIAC and then I fixed it. The GLI, that is the Great Lakes Invitational Hockey Tournament. It's at Van Andel in Grand Rapids. The Bulldogs will be playing Michigan State, and then they will be playing, pending the win or loss in that game, they will be playing the win/loss against Miami and Michigan Tech. In that, so it's going to be a really fun tournament. It's in Van Andel in the Big Barn, so make sure you get your tickets online and so that you can support the Bulldogs over the holidays.
For sure.
They're gonna go quick. So
yeah,
giddy up.
Get them now.
Yeah, get them up. So, and thank you guys so much for tuning as well. Be sure to follow, subscribe for more information, and we'll talk to you on the back half of Thanksgiving break.
Yep. See you then.